This thing's tiny. Good morning, YouTube. Yeah, we've got a Lotus. I've never touched a Lotus. I've never even really driven one, but we're gonna do an oil change on a Lotus Exige.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
Look how much room there is. There's so much room for activities next to this thing.
Look at all this floor space.
So
You do aerobics in here.
so many activities.
This is Marc, and you probably recognize him from VinWiki because he had one of the craziest stories on VinWiki that I can remember.
Come on. No one's pulling over for that.
That's his toy.
Right. Yeah. So if anyone has been to the channel, you might have seen the Lamborghini Diablo build going on.
Yes.
It's a kit car targeting really high mile per gallon. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, today we got the Exige with the Toyota 2ZZ motor, Celica GTS, 6 speed. Trying to change it in all today and see how it goes.
Sweet. So apparently it's not too difficult, but there is an under tray thing on this car. So the other trick is we're not 100% sure if my quick jacks will actually fit. So we're going to attempt the quick jacks because that would be really nice. Given that they have a 5,000 pound capacity, this thing's like
2,000.
2,000 pounds. I think we got a good safety margin. Holy crap, is that factory?
The factory intercooler.
That's
right?
the factory intercooler?
Right. Yeah,
Oh
these
my
things
God.
come. They actually limited the power on these originally 07. This is an 07, highest production year for the US.
Wow.
They made 441, 70 of them in this color. And it comes with a Toyota 1.8, 2ZZ, like I was saying, it's supercharged, intercooled. And what they did from the factory was control the throttle blade and keep it from opening because it's throttled by wire car.
Yeah.
So they actually restricted the power that way. So you can later upgrade fuel injectors, change out the pulley on the supercharger, retune, where it'll open the throttle blade all the way and then it gives you 300.
So this thing has 300 horse?
This one's at 255. It's the Cup
Oh,
tune.
it's still-
It's made for the 255 Cup races.
Ah.
So it's got the Nitron single adjustables, coilovers all the way around. I've got the diff flow diffuser in
Yeah,
place
that's
of
a
the factory.
big diffuser.
And the BOE silent touch 95 decibel pipe. I have not done a lot to the car other than the diffuser and the pipe.
This is truly a track weapon. The interior is pretty much like non-existent.
Very stark.
Just aluminum
And
panels.
you have these tall sills.
Yeah, good luck getting in and out of those
Yeah,
sills.
see, for people that don't want to make hilarious YouTube videos of themselves, you put one foot in, you sit on the sill, slide off into the seat, then bring your other leg in. If you do anything else, it's going to just be funny.
What a crazy car. I love it. So before we jack it up, we got to pull off the under tray thing, or at least get it unbolted, and those are 8mm, not the 10 for some reason. Why aren't they 10? Because they knew you'd lose your 10, so they decided to make it 8.
Right? So there's 3/8 either side and 2 13s that hold the weight of the thing. So you drop the sides, then drop the center and slide it out from underneath there.
And then that giant ass wing.
I think they say it's good for 110 pounds of downforce.
On a car that's over 10%, almost 10%. Panel's unbolted. Ooh.
Yeah.
Good.
So it actually slots in to the rail that runs left to right in front of the car, in the middle of the car here. So you slide it back.
Oh yeah. Nice. Oh yeah, there's little air vents, that's cool.
Lives under the car.
Alright, sadly the quick jack is not going to work on this thing because it's too big. So your jack points are kind of limited to that rail and those two spots right there. And unfortunately the one is in the very, very front of the car, which is great, but then the second one is actually more like right here, kind of by the door. And as you can see, that's where the hydraulic line is.
Yeah, right about here.
So we're just gonna do a regular old jack and then put on some race ramps. It's fine. We got the Detroit lean. And the concern is now with it being up this high. Oh, no, there'll be plenty of room. It'll go up, it'll go up. Yeah, we'll get it. No worries. Touch?
Okay, yeah, okay.
It is up in the air. Got plenty of room to get down under here now. So it's just a 14mm. Hopefully it's not stupid tight. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. And now comes the fun part. Watch yourself, don't get burned. Ah, good shot. Nice. Right in the hole.
Very professional.
Yeah. How many quarts is this?
4.5.
That's it?
1.8 liter 4-cylinder.
Oh my god.
While we're under here, I could use a clutch swap. So, 12 hours from now, we'll be
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's right there.
Yeah, it's right there. I mean, how hard could it be? But yeah, you actually have to drop this mount. You have to pull this axle out. The whole thing leans down at an angle. It's crazy trying to just swap the clutch on this thing.
There's your CVs and everything. It's kind of interesting car design. And being that this is just a Toyota motor, super easy filter to access just right there. Just gonna use the universal socket and oh, look at that. Yay.
Butter.
Whoever did it right last time. It's actually moving. Yay.
That's what I love about these things. You can just beat on them so hard, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just runs and runs. Everything's easy to work on.
As long as it doesn't catch on fire or have electrical problems. You know what Lotus stands for.
Lots of trouble, usually serious.
Yep. It's not quite as good as Fiat.
As Letterkenny would say, to be fair. It is mostly the Esprit that has happened with.
Yeah.
The Elise and the Exige have been
I would say those have been pretty solid.
very reliable.
Yeah, it's the older.
The Rover motor Gen 1s that really didn't make it to the States in numbers are okay, but once they teamed up with Toyota and did this,
Yeah, that was a smart move.
there's a reason these things
Well,
are
that
track
motor is
cars.
just indestructible.
It
really
really
is.
It really
And the
is.
transmission.
The synchros are a little
weak.
A little weak. in
Well, they
this
weren't
thing.
designed for these kind of horsepowers.
Right. Well, that and you can't get a Celica GTS to shift at 8,500 RPM either.
Alright, so we're doing 0W40
Mobile
Mobile 1. You know what's funny is like the Mobile 1 guys think I'm crazy for using Pennzoil.
No.
And I'm like, dude, they're both fine.
Yeah.
They're like, have you ever seen the studies on it? They're both really good. Modern synthetics are so damn good.
Yeah.
It almost doesn't matter.
And they've got such tough standards to meet.
Yeah.
If you're meeting the standard, you're meeting the standard. I mean,
Yep,
it's
yep.
hard to argue with success. Being that the oil filter cartridge on this guy goes straight up,
Yep.
we're going to
And
fill it
preload
about
it.
halfway or what have you. What I typically do for that is I will give it a little quick fill to where it floods.
Okay.
And then that's that, because it floods the top also, so it
Yeah.
doesn't starve here whenever this happens. It gives you plenty to work on the O-ring with. And you can just wipe some of that back in if you're worried about...
slowly going into the filter too, yeah.
Yep. So inside there, the volume is dropping back down.
Always tricky crawling in with the oil filter filled.
Yeah, so you gotta have that geosynchronous wrist action going on. Kind of like not wanting to spill your morning coffee while you're cruising the stairway. I don't drink coffee, but
I don't either, actually. Everyone's like, oh, get some Red Bull or something. I'm like, I don't drink
hot tea, man.
I don't
Come
drink
on.
caffeine. I'm crazy.
It elevates you. Yeah, I know it elevates me. That's why I do it. When you get up in the morning.
Exactly.
Problem is, you return down to a lower level than what you
Yeah,
normally
it
would
messes up your
naturally.
dopamine receptors. People don't realize caffeine's extremely addicting.
Okay, so now
But-
this is going to be the health channel while we change our oil.
I know, right? 5 seconds of stupid health advice by people who are totally unqualified to give health advice.
Absolutely.
No, I gave it up because every weekend I wouldn't drink caffeine. I was only drinking caffeine at work, and then on the weekend I
So
wouldn't.
you could feel it then.
Oh yeah, every Sunday I'd get a headache,
Yeah.
and I finally was like, "Why am I getting a headache every Sunday?" And then I realized it was the caffeine withdrawals.
2 days.
Yep,
It takes 2 days.
Yep. So I gave it up, and now what's cool now is since I don't drink it, if I do, I'm wired. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you're just
absolutely.
like, "Ah!" and then you piss like a
crazy.
racehorse too.
Everything looks cleaned and tightened up down here. I guess we're ready to hop up top.
Do we have a torque spec, or you just do it to whatever?
It's nice. It's a German torque, the Guten tight.
Good and tight. Gonna add 4 quarts of oil, Texas all.
Earl. Texas tea. Yeah, lay it over on the side. Don't pour it like it's syrup.
If there's a mistake to be made on cars, I've made it.
It doesn't matter if it's the Elise or the Exige. These are tough to get out. Sometimes they won't come straight up either. You rotate it 90 degrees and it'll pop right loose.
I mean, that does make it a little bit tricky to get in there, huh?
Oh yeah, it's tight.
That's what she said.
Almost there.
Just a little bit more. Let's check it again. Hopefully we're at the right level.
Oh yeah.
We're at the dot. Sweet! New oil! Alright, we gotta get the under panel back in place. It's kind of a 2-person project, so I'm gonna go to the other side and help him out. So you can see the easiest way to do it is these big bolts. Get up there first, one on each side. Then you got all these bolts down along the trim, and then some up here along the sides. Bunch of bolts everywhere. It's kind of like the Ferrari. These under panels are a pain in the butt, but aero, man, it's all for aero.
Aero bra.
Gotta have some aero. All set? Yeah, sounds good. Man, those things are little go-karts. That is really a go-kart. I kind of want one now. So as you can see, changing the oil on that Toyota, I mean, Lotus, yes, Lotus. Yes, change the oil on that Lotus is pretty easy. 4.5 quarts of oil, simple oil filter. Yeah, easy access. Just got to take off that little panel. No computers reset, no nothing. It's all, you know, mechanical, whatever stuff. So first time working on a Lotus, pretty simple. Hey, that's a cool car. I have to say, I want to really try to drive one of those. Marc's a super nice guy. Thank you for coming on my channel and for sharing your car with us, Marc. We're gonna be doing a lot of car stuff. You guys want to stay tuned. It's gonna be sweet.